Hey babes, welcome back to Pretty Girl Rich Era. Let's talk about something that doesn't get enough credit. Looks maxing. This topic hits home for me because I've seen firsthand how much your appearance can impact your confidence, your opportunities, your relationships, and the way the world responds to you. In this video, we're diving into the importance of consistently upgrading your look, trying new things, and pushing yourself to show up as your best self, inside and out. You'll hear a few perspectives from other creators too, but for the most part, I'll be speaking from experience. Whether you're just getting started or you've been on this journey for a while, this is your reminder that evolving your looks is a form of self respect and self love. Let's get into the video.
Looks matter. They matter. I just turned 40 this past March, and one of my biggest regrets is not realizing just how important looks are and how much your appearance matters in this world.
The sooner you accept that truth and implement it into your life, the faster you will win. And so many examples. I'll try to give you two really fast. A client that reached out was a business owner, owned a couple firms, and they had an employee that they were like, man, we love this employee. She's super talented, but we will never ever be able to promote her in her current look and position. Okay, let's switch it to men. I had a client, and when I first met him, he was like, yeah, I'm not really trying to get married. I mean, I'm gonna date a little bit, but I don't really want to commit to anything, blah, blah, blah. And 2 months later, we're there for a session, another meeting, and he's like, yeah, I'm really thinking about like maybe getting married or like starting to think about settling down. And I'm like, it's been 2 months. What's happened? Let me tell you what's happened. Because he had his look now together. Because on paper, he was always solid, like living the life. But appearance-wise, it just wasn't clicking for the women. It was not clicking, honey. And once we got that clicking, he started getting a higher caliber of woman. The kind of woman that he could see himself settling down with. Hope that helped. Toodles.
Your looks matter, but not for the reason you think they do. When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you show up for yourself. And when you show up for yourself, you show up for others. And when you show up for others, you're making a positive impact that goes well beyond yourself. So start looking good.
I'm not going to sit here and say that everything is physical, but you can't lie. When you do your nails, when you do your lashes, when you do your hair, when you look good, it shifts your whole mentality. Oh my gosh. Like, you can be feeling so down. You can be feeling like you hate your life. You get your hair done. It's a complete shift in mindset. Listen, of course, the mental is the first thing. That's the most important. You need to fix your mental health. But your physical health, the way you look, your appearance, can we not undermine how important this is? Girl, get you looking good, man. Get you looking good.
5 reasons why your looks matter. Number 1, clothing is the primary instrument in creating a positive first impression. Number 2, dressing sharp helps with your confidence. Number 3, knowing how to dress for your body type and following the proportions help you deliver sharp looks. Number 4, colors, patterns, and shape speak for you. And finally, number 5, specific clothing pieces make statement about you.
I would bet $1 million that if you brought me anyone and said that you need to make them unrecognizable in 30 days, I would do it in 29. I am a firm believer that you can reinvent yourself any which way your little heart desires. You just have to listen to me, like a fairy godmother. If I only had 30 days, this is exactly what I would tell you to do. The first thing I would do is get out a giant sheet of paper and just start brain dumping. If you could be the absolute best version of yourself, if you were someone that you were just obsessed with, you thought you were the coolest person on this planet, what would you wear? Who would you be dating? Who would you be hanging out with? What would you be doing on the weekends? What would you be eating? What time would you be getting up in the morning? How would you walk into rooms? Like really, really specific things, from your physical appearance to your personality to your social life. Because if you can't answer really simple questions about yourself, like what's your greatest strength? What's your greatest weakness? If you were a color, what color would you be? You have to build a foundation for your character. Otherwise, you kind of end up just passing through life life. Once you have this all in on a sheet of paper and you're feeling inspired and like excited, I would get on Pinterest and I would mood board this entire thing. And it really doesn't matter what's on it. It just matters that when you look at it, you're like, this is someone that I think is really cool. And then moving forward, everything that you do from here on out has to be with the intention of doing it in the way that this version of yourself would do it. And I would just take a handful of those things off that list every single day and look at your mood board every single day. So every single day you're inspired. And I do believe that if you did this for 30 days consistently, you would be a completely different person.
This is how I took my face from this to this. First of all, that was 11 months ago, and the first thing that I did was focusing on the eye area, mainly the eyebrows. As you can tell in that picture, I had like thicker eyebrows, and they're like, that's like more of a masculine trait. So I started by thinning them out and also making them as symmetrical as I can, because eyebrows like play such a big role in your face symmetry, and some more symmetrical faces are considered more attractive. So I made sure to have like more symmetrical eyebrows. Trust me, it makes such a big difference. Next up, in that picture, I had like cystic acne everywhere on my face. You cannot tell because I had like makeup on maybe, but I went on Accutane. Best decision ever. I actually made a video about it. You guys can watch it. I explained like if I had side effects or not, but go watch it. And after the acne went away, I used a gua sha that looks like this, and I use like, I can also make a video about facial massages that I use to help my face slim down. Because I feel like I had a really round, chubby face. I have a round face naturally, but I feel like it helped a lot to like get rid of all that brownness. Also, something that I stopped drinking was I stopped consuming as much added sugars in food and coffee. I love coffee. You cannot fight me about it. I love coffee. I love the taste, everything about it, but like the coffee and sugar made me bloated, and like makes my face bloated. I feel like it makes everybody bloated, to be honest. That's what it does. And with coffee, when I stopped drinking it, it's like over summer I was getting enough sleep, I started noticing that like my under eye, right now I have concealer so you can tell, but my under eyes, they were like darker, and I have more fair skin. I can't talk. More fair skin. So you could tell like this part over here was purple, and then like it went away once I stopped consuming as much coffee, so I could just like go without makeup and I would be fine. I didn't look that zombie tired. And same thing with sugars. Like when I would eat sugar, like a lot of sugar in the day, I would wake up the next day like feeling bloated, feeling like tired, you know, not energetic, and like you could tell like, I don't know, I was just like a little chubbier in my face. Like it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Something that I do love drinking is herbal teas, especially green tea. I just feel like it makes me skinny. I don't know. And it works with like lowering cortisol, which is like the stress hormone, which it has a bunch of things. I can get into that, but I'm trying to keep it short. But I would recommend green tea. Also, I forgot, for growing your hair, like on your eyebrows and also growing your lashes, I recommend castor oil. It's amazing. It's like castor oil works for everything. Hair, skin, nails. These are my natural nails, actually. I gotta paint them. But it works for everything. Castor oil as well. So, hope that helped.
The reason why you look crusty is because you're not following this pyramid. The reason why you look at someone and you're like, ooh, they look crusty, it's because they're not following this hierarchy of beauty maintenance. So I found this on TikTok. I wanted to share this with y'all. And what this person says above is exactly true. Master the basics first. So focus on your basic health. Focus on your basic grooming before you go and get that mani-pedi, those lash extensions. Because when you look at someone that looks crusty and they look like they haven't taken a shower in a couple of days, but they have lash extensions on, the lash extensions aren't saving them. They still give that crusty vibe. Like, so just remember that although, yes, you know, sometimes we can't control, you know, affording enough money to do teeth whitening under that basic grooming, just focus on the things that you can control, just as this person says above.
And there you have it, babes. LOOKSMAXING isn't just about vanity. It's about self-respect, discipline, and alignment. When you take the time to improve your appearance, you naturally start showing up better in every area of your life. People treat you differently, with more respect, because you look like someone who respects themselves. You become more consistent, more intentional. You're not skipping out on opportunities because you don't have anything to wear or because you're feeling insecure about your weight. You're ready. You stay ready. And let's be honest, confidence skyrockets when you look in the mirror and actually like what you see. Sure, the attention from others can be a boost, but the real shift happens when you start valuing yourself. From my own experience, looks maxing has even helped ease certain waves of depression, especially the mild or seasonal kinds. While I want to be sensitive to those struggling with more severe forms of depression, there are studies that link grooming, style, and self care to better emotional regulation. How you carry yourself on the outside can often reflect and even influence how you're doing on the inside. So before we go, I want to leave you with a few journal prompts to help you reflect on where you might want to level up your appearance and overall self image. Here are just a few. The rest will be left in the description because there are 10 and I don't want to make the video too long. So, number one, when do I feel the most confident in my appearance? What am I wearing? How is my hair styled? And what's my overall vibe? Number two, what's one small change I can make this week to improve how I present myself? And number three, do I avoid certain situations or opportunities because of how I feel about my looks? If so, why? These journal prompts, just the first three, will definitely get you on your way. So imagine if you do all 10, just do one per day, and you'll be feeling and just looking way better. Your mood will change. So if no one's told you lately, it's okay to want to look your best. It's okay to take up space, to elevate, to evolve. Looks maxing isn't just about changing how you look. It's about becoming the kind of person who takes care of themselves from the inside out. And when you show up for yourself consistently, everything around you starts to shift. This journey is yours. Take it one upgrade at a time. Keep evolving, keep glowing, and keep becoming the version of you that you're proud to see in the mirror. You deserve it. See you on the next video. Bye, loves.